Assalamu alaikum viewers. I am Ijaz and I welcome you all to my channel Ijaz Sports Club. Join us today, famous Goju karate coach from India came with us. You are charming and have been providing significant services for the promotion of karate internationally. We are very grateful to you for taking the time out of your precious time, and your arrival is a source of a great pride for us. My channel is for sports education, and I hope that today's viewers will get to learn a lot from our guests' words and experience. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe it first and press the bell icon too. So let us meet today's honorable guest, Sansi Ganesh Dalvi. Sansi, welcome you at my channel, Ijaz Sports Club.
First of all, namaste to everyone. Walaikum assalam. All brothers and sisters from Pakistan. I appreciate and accept my salam alaikum to everyone. Thank you.
Walaikum assalam. We are a neighbor and we are a friend and we always respect all of you, not only sport person, but all of you people, those
Certainly.
who lived in the India. We love you.
Certainly. Thank you. Thank you. Equally same from here.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Sensi, I
Yeah.
know you better, but my viewer did not know about you. Please introduce yourself to my viewers.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your question. Let me introduce myself. I'm Ganesh Dalvi. I stay in Mumbai, and my uh, background a little bit. I would like to explain regarding the karate as well as my education. I've been a graduated from the engineering, and later on, again, I have done my master's MBA, Master's in Business Administration. I'm pursuing my law graduation right now, and recently I have completed my fitness management from Mumbai University. That is what about the education. And as far as my work is concerned, my office is concerned, I would like to tell you that I have been working since last 26 to 27 years in the one of the very prominent department of the Maharashtra state. That is in, you must have heard about the GST, goods and service taxes. So I'm working for the one of the major district in Maharashtra, Thane district, as an assistant commissioner. I'm holding the charge of my office. That is what regarding the office, and my the karate background. I would like to tell you that I hail from such a area where you must have heard about the Manchester of London. So that is one of the area where most of the industries I mean, previously it were there, but now I'm not aware of it now. But the similar area in when the Britishers came to India, they established that particular area, Lalbagh and Parel. These are the name of the areas. They established the mills, the cotton mills in those areas. And so, in short, I can say that that area it belongs to the workers, mill workers. So lower middle class and middle class area. Uh, I happen to be from the school it was a vernacular medium school in that area, but it was a private school, and most of the people from that area, they could not afford the fees, so they used to send their kids to the municipal corporation school. And I'm really fortunate that my father, though he was not a mill worker, he was an officer with one of the blue chip company of India, that is Indian Tobacco Company. Still, most of the relatives were from the same area. Uh, Probably, since I one interesting story I would like to tell you in the beginning itself.
Of course.
The people from the relatives or any person who is staying out of that area was very ashamed to say that our relatives are from that area, or even the people from that particular area, they were, they were not that frank enough to say that I'm from that area. Why? Because that was, as I told you, that was not an elite area. It was a lower middle class area. But I'm really proud to say that I'm from that particular locality. Now you definitely asked why, because others are feeling ashamed of it. But let me tell you, because of that particular area, what is culture? What are the upbringing, right upbringing of the kids? That has been inculcated in me. That area has inculcated a lot of values to me. So I always believe that the financial capacity of the person, you should not judge out of that. The person should be judged with his quality, with his education, and with his wisdom, and with his culture. So as I said that in the beginning, I don't feel that there is a difference between Pakistan and India. Still, I feel that you all are my brothers and sisters. I always make sure that whenever the person, since I one thing I would like to say proudly about the Pakistan is the person I met. I had been for the seminar to Germany, and one of the shop I went in the night because I was very hungry and every shop were closed. You know that the association of the Indian, the culture of South Asia is something different. We always offer from our home and we don't charge for that. Right? We mehman jo hamara hota hai jaan se pyara hota hai. That way it is.
Of course.
So I was hungry and I had been to Romania for the tournament, and I went for one seminar in Germany. Germany, I experienced that I was hungry and I went to one of the shop which was closing. The person who affectionately called me inside and he said, offered me some food, and he said that this you play have it. I asked him what is the bill. What is the bill? He said, "Bhaijan, aap kahan se ho?" I said, "India." "Are to hamare gaon se ho, sir. You are from our village, our nation." I said, which country you're from?" He said, "I'm from Pakistan." So just this is the story, right?
Yeah.
So you can imagine what must have happened next. We got associated together, and for I think 4 or 5 days I was there. He said that "Aap hamare mehman ho, you are my guest, and every day you are coming to me."
Yes,
So this is the association,
yes,
and this is what I'm. Yeah, sorry.
yes, yeah, yes, and see, it's absolutely right. It's very interesting story about your life. Please
It
carry
is.
on.
It is. It happened because why I told this story, because I'm from such an area where all these values have been inculcated in me, of course, by my parents and by this area. So, coming to the story again, we were not having any facility to go for some training, this sort of training, this sort of activities, and those were very, very rare at that point of time. And the people could not afford. So probably I was a second or third person from my area to join such a paid activity. So that is how I have started my karate. But before that, you won't believe this, that I was a very timid and very fearful child, and my mother was used to get angry with me how he's going to survive for a life. So she pushed me in one of the class, and that is how my karate started in my area. So this is
Oh.
the small introduction.
Oh, Sensei, my channel is for education purpose. Your story must be inspired to the younger who are watching your interview. They must learn.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
we consider that never give up, then no need of money, no need of any sport, only just struggle, struggle, and you just like you are working at very higher post at very higher level. And this is not only due to the money, it is just your struggle, your positive thought, and you think that never give up and you start your journey and you are a very
Thank you.
successful person. We feel
Thank you.
proud of you that you are a karate master. And I think all the thing is sport to your life, but especially karate create many qualities in you that you are become a successful person. And
Thank you, sir.
I am very proud that you give us the time, such a very successful person. And Sensi, okay, thank you very much. And one more question, it is very traditional question that how and when you start karate?
Yeah. Now, when I was say about 8 to 9 years old, uh, as I told you, my mother was very she was very particular and she was very much affectionate towards me. Out of my Ramesh Parab, he was learning the karate, and he was a brown belt, I suppose. Yes, at that point of time, he was a brown belt. But soon I think within a couple of a year, he got up his black belt, and he started the classes. He started the classes with some motto that I will teach most of the students of my area, and I will make them to get into the mainstream because that particular time, what happened, because there is no school, proper school, and there was no education, so children used to spend a lot of time in all other activities which are not at all useful. So my mother put me in that classes, and literally when I got into the karate, that is really a big and funny story. Since as I told you, I was very timid and very fearful child in my family. We were five siblings. My two brothers, we were two brothers, and three sisters. My mother took me to one of the classes, karate classes. There were hardly any karate classes in Mumbai. This martial art class she took me, I was not knowing whether it is Goju, Shituru, we were not aware of. And we were knowing only fighting. And I was so much fearful. When my mom took me inside the class, and then I saw with my own eyes that these people are fighting and they are hitting each other and they're shouting. As somebody shouted there, I just ran away. And I wanted to come out, and I was literally crying, like a child when he goes to the first time into the school. So he cries always and he tries to run out, because that is the first time he goes away from his mother and father. So that was very funny story. My mother used to lock from outside, and she warned my sir that I want my child to train with you for 1 or 2 hours or whatever. I don't want him to come out. So I'm locking it from out. Whenever your class gets finished, I'm sitting right outside and I'll open the latch. So that is what, because of my mother, I got into it, and I got into karate. But slowly, since I got into the karate, I absorbed myself into karate. In the school, I used to play kabaddi, later on, of course, later on when I was 14, 15 years old. But I was very much good in kabaddi. Kabaddi is very famous game in India. But still, I could not get along with that, the way I should have, because I was very, very prominent sports, the kabaddi activity, kabaddi matches. I was very prominent. I was very, expert in that. But still, I could not get into it. Slowly, because of my mother, or I don't know, the saying, I got into the karate, and that is how I started karate. Name of my karate teacher, first karate teacher, is Ramesh Parab, who taught me. The way that he taught me was, till date I didn't get such a teacher in my life. The actual karate, So I'm saying, by sitting here, I am saying who's to him. I respect him, and that is what I got into karate, and the journey started from there.
Okay, Sensi, very good. Sensi, next question is, can you tell our viewers how many karate competition you have participated in and how you have the performance in them?
Yeah. Since from the beginning, as I told you, I was a fearful, but later on I got rid of fear. Because of some, the good practices and the way my sir taught me. He did not want it that this is the youngest child in my class, because that I think you must be aware, because you're actively working in the sports for so long. That time, no child was there in the class. I was the youngest, and I could see only 23, 24, 20 and above years old guys, they are in the classes. So they used to go for the tournament. They used to go for the training and other seminar and all. But then my sir was having so much faith on me. He told my mom that even though he is not going to participate in the competition, I will take him with me because I want that he should be acquainted and he should know the rules and regulations. And for your information, I would tell you that that point of time, there was no Shia committee. There was no soft fighting.
Yeah.
There was just hitting.
Yes,
Hard conditioning, the body
I know.
conditioning.
I know. I
Yeah,
know. Yes.
yeah. So
Because
hard
Sachi,
condition.
I also started karate in 1972. Though at that time,
Oh,
everyone only just hit with one blow.
that is what that is. So those the hard karate that is called Jukumite.
Hmm.
I'm more acquainted with that, and still I like Jukumite, hard contact.
Yes.
I till date I could not absorb the Shia Kumite, the touch and back in me. Uh, so and the competitions were like that. But surprisingly, there were no students at my age to compete. But I made sure that I will attend it with my sir, and that is how I got into the competition area, not actually into the competition. Then slowly after the karate tournament started at local level, I went for so many, since I can't give you the counts really, because everywhere I used to take me everywhere. And then I got in. But then prominently, if I want to say that overseas tournament, since from I think last say about 20 to 23 years, I've been flying to abroad for the tournament, of course for the international tournament, and I think more than that. Uh, Later on, I start actually local tournament. Yes, I have, of course, I think more than 40 or something like that.
Mashallah.
I must have,
Mashallah.
yeah.
Great.
And every tournament, even the local dojo tournament, I have participated in. I used to fight with the seniors, and seniors used to take care of me in the beginning, but later on they were so rude, and I thankful to them.
You are very super fit person, and obviously they are avoiding fight with
Right.
you. Okay,
Yes,
let's
but
see.
then later on, I want to quote here that because of their hard way of teaching, I'm what I'm right now in front of you. So, sir.
Okay. Since obviously first we start karate learning, then fighting, and when you are old, then you start coaching. And can you tell us, our viewers, about your coaching and how you serve back to karate?
Yes, yes, sir. That's a good question. How I got into the teaching. That is actually this is the transition phase, from
Yeah,
the student and then as a teacher.
yeah.
Since I would like to tell you that as and when I used to earn medal, I used to earn certificates, and then I started gaining the confidence that yes, I am somebody. So one day, of course, I have lost also. It is not that many time I have lost many time. But the whatever certificates I got, we were not having the importance of it, that time out. And then I remember once after winning the competition when I was about 13, 14 years, I was very naughty that. My mother was knowing that he's that kind of person. He may get spoiled, in that area. She thought that this karate is right for him. And when I went into the karate in the beginning, I used to make so much mischiefs, with other guys. And whenever I received my certificate, I used to make the cone out of it, that happy birthday cone where you put on your head.
Yeah.
That way I used to do, and that time we were not knowing the importance of it. Then once I got a hard slap from my sir, and then thereafter I took my certificates very carefully to the home. Fortunately, every certificate is there now at my home. So that was a transition phase from student to senior student and senior student. Later on, I remember that my elder brother, I would like to quote particularly about my elder brother who was in a Mumbai police. Just he got retired, and he received a president medal from there. He had exceptional services at his department. he encouraged me to teach the student. I said, I'm the student right now. I'm the student. So how can I teach? He said, you're a black belt now. You must teach the people from our area. Your teacher, Mr. Ramesh Parab, since he's a Shihan Ramesh Parab, he started to teach you with some intention. My area maximum karate should be there, and he started that way. Now I would like to tell you that the people are very poor from our area. They are not, they're hand to mouth. So I would say that now you teach free of charge to them. Whoever hail from that area, I want that you should teach very absolutely free of charge to them. I said, okay, let me try. And then in the beginning, where I used to stay, that was a very good society. So on the terrace, I started my first classes, first teaching on the terrace, and then I was having 4 students with me, very small. Actually, I was very doubtful that somebody will join me. But then out of 4, after that 4, then it was 8, and multiplication. Once upon a time, I was having more than 150 students. I had to make 2 batches because I was not having my own place to train them. But in later on, the one of the social what do you call that? The place resort for the social activity. They offered me one place free of cost, and they said that instead of teaching on an open area, you please teach here. Then later on, I started my class there, and I was running the classes in 2 batches, and touchwood that I got so much of students under my hand. And I would like to quote very much prominently that my most of the students are working at very high post, and especially you must have heard the Indian Administration Service,
Wow.
IAS.
They
So
are follow you, can see. In fact, yeah, they are follow you. You are the role model of your student. This is the reason they are working at the highest post. They all are following. This is the reason
yes.
I invited you on my channel, that the younger karate person or the sports lover inspired from your story. This is the reason, Sensi. Okay,
Thank
Sensi,
you, sir.
in our country, in my country, the very famous style, karate style is Shotokan, and our
Yeah.
karate federation also follow Shotokan karate. And but you are the very experienced karate master in Goju karate. Would you like to tell us who create Goju and what is the actual meaning of the Goju in English?
Yeah, Goju Ryo is, as I mean, it is a Go is a hard and Ju is a soft. So Goju is a hard and soft way of martial art. We deliver the defense, the attack and defense. So that is a Japanese word, of course, and that has been started. I think in 1930 it was established by Chojun Miyagi as a Goju Ryu, and Chojun Miyagi hailed from the Okinawan. There is a prominent area known for the martial art in Japan. So I think it has been originated from there. Yeah.
Okay. Sensei, what does Goju focus on? In fact, it is a soft and hard and soft style. And what does Goju focus on? Where your physical fitness, katas, komite, and where this style is focused?
Since I think what my experience is, I have been observing Shotokan, I have been observing the other style, Shotoryu and Wadaryu also. Weather is very rare, but Shotokan especially. Gojiryu, I think it focuses more on the close range fighting, very close range fighting. Because in Gojiryu, see, we always stand in Neko Ashidachi. Neko Ashidachi is a cat style, the way you stand before you start your fight. Okay, because we always, as I told you, that we want to give a very soft jerk to the body, and we want to protect our joints. So that is a way, and especially the grabbing techniques and that some techniques which are strikes and throws and the joint locks and all, those all we practice. And as such, I mean, there is no such focus that the Goju emphasizes on the kata and not on kumite. It is not that. But the way of delivering the technique, that is soft. Sometimes it is a soft technique, and sometimes it is very hard. At given point of time, the Goju goes very hard, and when there is no attack as such, if there is an attack or there is no attack, we try to relax our body, we gain the energy again. And when there is an attack, we got a simple way, like once I'll show you. Of course there is no opposite person to be, but if the punch is coming from here, very hard punch, very straight, but simply I'll deflect my body, I'll turn my body. As I told you, we Goju believes in that. Instead of defending it directly and wasting the energy, we always try to save our energy. We turn the body and we allow it to go out of the body. Sometimes we, I have been as I told you that I have been a science student. So I always think in that way since
Yeah, of course.
um, yeah,
Of course,
it is
because
very,
nowadays every sports link with the science, and we all are
exactly.
training with the scientific methods, not only
Yes.
karate, in every sports.
Yeah, exactly. And because of that, we are getting the good result.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah. So when the in Goju, we always see that if the punch is coming, we always block, diagonal, because it is very easy for deflecting any heavy vehicle. If it get a little touch, it is in running position, it is in speed. The maximum is the speed you can, if you touch little bit, it will change the direction easily. But if it is a stationary body, then it is very difficult to, you have to put more efforts on that. So same technique we use, and we try to save our energy. So Goju is what I said just now.
Okay, since definitely, if we are practicing Vadaryu, Goju, Shotoryu, or Shotokan, but whenever we are participating in the Kumite competition under the WKF rules, there we just follow the WKF rules. But
Yes.
I know that the Goju is a full contact karate. Whenever the
Yes.
Goju students fight to each other, they are full contact or they are going under the WKF rules?
Uh, since in the beginning, as I told you, and you happen to be very senior person in karate, so I think you knows it. The changes and the change and or
Yes, and
transition.
yeah, I am just asking for viewers.
Yeah, of course, of course. No, but yeah, I mean, the transformation which has been changed from say about last 40 to 50 years is this. In the beginning, karate, and still I believe that karate or any such martial art, the basic purpose of martial art was to defend the attack, and if it is required, they give the counter attack. So you can understand, I want to eradicate this sport word out of it. Karate or any martial art is not at all a sport. It was meant for particular purpose. And that particular purpose was to make your body sound and make your mind sound and train your mind in a given point of time that particular attack is there. Then you have to keep your cool. So that is a training of your mind. Uh, Sports is, there is somebody who can stop you. You can say, "Yame, you stop your fighting," and he gives the point. On the road fight, nobody stops you. Nobody says, "Yame," nobody says stop. No, it will go continue. The main purpose has been forgotten, of course, and the sport started. It has got its merit and dismerit. WKF rules have been made because they want to. I mean, the karate should be there in the sports, and of course, that is a good idea. Also, of course, everything has got a merit and demerits. So they inculcate karate as a sport. If you want to inculcate karate, any sport in Olympics or anywhere, in WK we can say. So that as federation has made, it has to be run by some rules and regulations. And because of that, the first regulation rule came that there should not be bleeding, there should not be excessive contact, and there should not be an injury, hard injury, purposeful injury, and this and that. So WKF came into the picture, and they formed the some rules and regulation, and to see the of course this is about the fighting, but to see the uniformity, because our time, I still remember that somebody's gi is I would like to tell you to the viewers that gi is a upper shirt, we can say that shirt was used to be off white or brown or white, but it is not so. I mean, the WKF has made good regulations, very good regulations, and they have made it uniform. And because of that, there has to be a discipline. If the game is going with the discipline, of course, it has got a decorum. And so Goju is into the discipline, of course, and they are following the WKF rule, and even they have their own style. Now, I think Goju has started Irikumi. That is somewhat very much similar like Jukumite. But Irikumi is going since towards very reckless. Though we were going for a Jukumite, hard contact fighting, but those were not that reckless. I'm not able to digest the Irikumi still, because once the opponent is fallen down, you cannot hit. This is what we are learning. WKF karate and the Goju karate. I think WKF is a big federation where karate has been channelized. It has been made the discipline with the, as far as the uniform is concerned, as far as the rules are concerned, because definitely like other sports, we want to enter into the Olympics. So in Olympics, there are some very strict rules and regulations. There should not be bleeding in any game. There should not be hard injury, and which will make your body disabled. So those kind of, and of course, I mean, WKF has formed the rules accordingly, and the sports has been absorbed. It has been taken as a sport. Goju is not different than that. Goju, Shotoryu, Shotokan, Madaryu, every style of karate is into the WKF. So and we unanimously have accepted the rules of WKF. So there is no difference at all. But there is a big difference. What I would like to quote here, that in Goju, when we are into dojo, we teach. Still, I teach Jukumite and even Shia Kumite. That is the no touch contact. But in Jukumite, of course, you have to hit, otherwise you can't. Actually, it's an actual fight.
Okay, Sensei, it's very interesting. I am really appreciated your knowledge about the karate, and I think our viewers must learn from you. And one more question, Sensei. How many association of Goju?
To be frank, since I am, there are numerous styles, what I come across. I mean, I have hearing and all, but they're prominent. If you say that IKGR is one of the very famous and very popular among the so many people, out of, I mean, all over the world. That is a very prominent style of Goju I heard about.
Everyone who learned the karate, their first goal is that he want to get black belt. How long?
Yeah, that is true.
Yes. How long does it take to get a black belt in the Goju?
As such, there is no prescribed line, though they say that you should get it in 5 years and 6 years. Some classes, I've seen that they put their advertisement that, yes, come to our class and you will get the black belt within 1 year and 2 years, whatever they say. But that is all. I don't believe all these things. Because, see, since one has to put their efforts, the way he's putting his efforts. One who is putting his heart and soul in that particular art, by not keeping that particular belt. I want to take a black belt, I want to take a brown belt, or second dan or third dan. If he is working sincerely, then I think the years doesn't matter, because see, in general, if you say I have seen and I have gone through that. It takes about say 5 years or max 6 years for the. But can we define that? Say, suppose if I say tomorrow that a child when he will be graduated, but if it drops, if it doesn't work, if it doesn't study, then how he is going to pass? So that kind of it is. I have seen also, since I have seen that the some of the students, they are so excelled, and if you put if you toil, if you work hard, if you learn with very sincerely, then and if you attend say about 3 times or 4 times or 5 times in a week, if you go and practice, not only attend, you have to go, you have to practice, you have to toil, you have to sweat, and for 2.5 hours at least, then I believe that within couple of years also you can get the black belt.
Yes,
It is of course because I would like to tell from me that I was a EQ, that brown belt, and even with my some colleagues also, two colleagues, we were into karate. Since I probably you will not believe that the where I'm working right now is my 13th job, 13th job. And before that, I changed the job. Because of my engineering background, I used to get frequent. I used to get the job, and the prominent company, which always people would like to go and work for that company, is Air India. So Air India people are not getting a chance to go in. I got selected, and I was kept in a hangar. But but time was not matching with my karate classes, I left it.
Oh,
And
oh.
that's what actually.
You are the actual lover of karate.
So I left it. There was a free passage for the employees. Free passage. You can go free of charge to any country. So that kind of affection and that love was there. I used to attend 4 days, and in the morning, say Friday, of course, in the morning, but 4 days full time, morning and evening classes. 4 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. On Friday, I used to go in the morning, and Sunday special classes. And every class was after looking at my interest, my sir Ramesh sir, he offered me one of the, as a good child, as a good student, he offered me one gi free of cost, and that was he bought it from Japan. So that was this is my experience.
Okay,
this is my
good.
experience. So
Sensei,
that doesn't matter, of course.
this is the reason that you earn a lot of respect at the not only the national level but at the international level.
Yeah.
This is the great example for our newcomer. Sensei, would you like to tell us about the IKJR?
Yeah, IKJR is is a very famous international body. Since when I first learned about this federation, is this association, you say, I was very much impressed because it is an international Goju karate enemy, and why I got more impressed. Of course, I was very grown up child that time. Not grown up even before. More than that. And I had an experience, overseas experience. I had the local experience, the local classes, the local teachers, the overseas teachers. But IKGR, when I heard about it, I really wanted to go with those people because of their principle. What is the principle now? The principle, of course, what any karate. Well, I early at my younger age, I heard about IKGR, and after going overseas, I came into contact with the IKGR. Its founder, and principal and director, Hanshi Olvintan. I met Hanshi at Singapore, and I could see that his principle and his aim of founding this particular association, and I got impressed with it. Let me tell you that actually on paper, on practical and paper also, what are those aims and principles? The aim is to promote, first of all, the Goju art, that is a martial art, and in even the sports, as a sports, right? To make it popular, to make it reach to every person. It should be reachable. And in what way? Of course, I would like to take a little more time on this particular question to answer it. Uh, then second one is to develop the physical and technical abilities of the person who is participating and who is practicing IKGR. Okay, the most important is to that there is this we have to bore in our mind that no, probably no viewer must be aware of it, that to develop the character and the moral values of the person. This is utmost important, which you may find it is written in the principle of other classes also, other federation, also other associations also. But I think more than 20 years in IKGR, I would like to tell you, since I have experienced my Hanshi Alvin Tan, who is the founder of this federation. I have not seen a noble person like him in my life. You know, my father and mother, they are not right now with me because they passed away. But in later on, the status of my father, I have given it to my Hanshi Alvin Tan, because I have seen him helping the people who are poor. He doesn't make a money out of karate. He never made a money out of karate. In fact, he has given a lot of money or his efforts and his teaching and his principles to the karate. He is a live legend of karate. I have seen many karateka since. You believe me, I had been to all over the world, almost all over the world. But I have seen the commercial attitude at the end of the day. Whatever they speak on the mic, it is different. Probably it may be. There might be good people also. But as far as the IKGR is concerned, I'm talking about his founder. So these are the principles what he has inculcated, and practically he is applying there. He is that kind of person. So because when there is on the crest, one person who is sincere, who is sincerely following the rules, regulations, and principles, of course it will drip down, and the things will happen actually. So these are the noble principles of the IKGR.
Okay, Sensei, what step are you taking to further development of the I?
Yeah. So this is a good question, because a little bit background I have to tell about this before I could go switch over to this. The question for which you asked. The founder member and the director of the federation, the association, that is Mr. Alvin Tan, is Hanshi. He's a 10-dan black belt. For me, there is no limitation for him. If there is a 10, 12, 13 dan, I would like to give from my heart. See him with my heart, because he's a noble person. He's a person who is probably he's on every, he has been appointed on so many committees. He's a A-grade referee in so many federations. He has been he's been awarded the dan by so many other federations also. But as a person, what exactly karate we are teaching to others? As I told you in the beginning, it is for the character and moral values. If that is lacking within any karate car, then it is. I can say that he has not learned the karate. And those all values I have seen personally into my Hanshi. So that is what I wanted to tell you regarding it. Of course, when the tree is flourished, of course its fruit will be good. So that way, the moral character, and because of that, I would like to tell you that I sustain. God has fortunately given me the very good job from where I earn. But I can apply his principle I have inculcated in me, and I always have seen that I will also work towards it. Now, the IKGR, the question what you asked, that IKGR, how we are going to lead. We are going to lead it on the basic platform, my ideas for leading it, on the basic platform of the moral values and the proper values, what I've expressed just now. On that front, I would like to lead it. And of course, the other people are also teaching martial arts. We want to make the good charactered citizen of any country, or more than that, the good human beings of this planet. So that
Yeah.
is our motto.
In fact, this is the true spirit of karate that you explain. Okay, Sensei, what more do IJKR plan for its member can learn Goju Yukata, Kumite techniques and achieve significant success in the competition?
Yeah. Since unfortunately, in the beginning, of course, our Hanchi, Alvinton, he had planned so many seminars earlier, before the COVID period I'm talking about. So many seminars, so many competitions. I have seen that he has been he flew to India multiple times only for supporting the karate and Aikido. And he's personally teaching. I have seen since I that the highest teacher, he always sits in a chair and he's directing from chair that you do this, you do that, and he's resting at the hotel. No, I have seen my Hanshi is very different kind of Hanshi. I saw that he was teaching himself. He was there with the key. He was teaching and he was correcting the way we are doing. One, if it's something somebody is doing wrong, and that way I have seen him. But unfortunately, the COVID period came, and because of this aging, because of his really growing age, he could not go out. And of course, the whole world has been affected by this COVID. But in COVID period, we didn't stop. He didn't stop. He said that we have to work. The children should not be deprived of training. So he started with our one of the sensei, Mr. Rabi. Is very active, very acquainted with the electronic media and all. And more than that, he's very active. He wanted to, Mr. Santhanam Krishnan, Sensei Santhanam Krishnan, Sensei Ravi, and so many.
If I said that Ravi Sensei is one of the most smarter person of the social media.
That's true. That's true. That's true. He has been so much active, and because of that, he has connected all of us together. He has made our garland together. Everybody has been connected in a one string.
Yes.
So he with his help, and she insisted that nobody should be sitting idle at home. They should be trained. The classes should not stop. And then Anchi gave an idea, and we started training the people on train the students, of course, on the online. And then you'll surprise to my surprise even. Once he announced at a tournament, I said, I was also shocked how we are going to take a tournament, because I always think of fighting, how we are going to fight on the screen. But then he said, of course, because the more than fight, the first comes is kata. And so he said that Ganesh, he especially appointed me because, and since previously I was very good in kumite.
Yes.
But later on, I lost my interest in kumite when I saw the bunkai.
Oh.
You must be remembering that in our time, there was no bunkai.
Yes.
I never saw that, at least. At least in India, I never saw that. Then when I saw the bunkai, when I came across bunkai, I got into it, and I thought that this is something very fabulous, and I got impressed out of it. And then I took my...
Actually, I'm sorry, I am interrupting you. I am the national champion in kata competition. Yes, many times I got gold medal in kata competition. But at my time, there is no bunkai. When I leave the competition and there is the bunkai, when I watch the first time bunkai, I am very stunned. And then I feel, oh my God, I am old. How can I participate? Then I trained my younger brother. He won the national champion. He is the international karate player.
Great.
He won silver medal in the South Asian Games.
Very nice. Good, good. And actually, before starting, when you told me
that I'm fighting in he also participated in the South Asian Championship in India. He defeated the Indian player in the kata.
Is it?
Mr.
Oh, very
Israr Haq, he is my
congratulations.
younger brother.
Very nice, very nice.
Uh,
And before I would like to tell that before I could start interview with you, Hanshi told that you are going to encounter with the one of the champion. So I was very cautious about it. That's great. That's great.
Uh,
Yeah,
we miss the time that we are old and I cannot participate
that
in
is true.
competition. But sometimes I feel that no, I am young and must be participate in the competition. My student told me, "Oh, since you are old, to take rest.
Right.
You don't need to come." Okay,
That's really
Sensi.
great. Yeah.
Next, what do you recommend to Goju karateka that is looking for the affiliation of the IKGR organization?
Since we are the open door classes, we are open to everyone. Whoever has got a real values for karate, whoever wants to upgrade himself or herself with the values, with the moral values, and with the character, and with of course the training, and whoever wants to upgrade themselves as far as the physique is concerned, they all are welcome. And especially I'm emphasizing on it. Our World Goju Karate Federation, that is, you must be aware of it, that our president is the vice president in World Goju Karate Federation, and he's a president for the Asia. And I'm following him. I am the vice president for the Asia.
Inshallah.
So yeah, so we are promoting this with very open heart. Whoever wants to come here freely, and there should not be a sort of the enmities. There should not be sort of competition among us. We want to develop this federation the way what I told you, and everybody is welcome. Everybody is welcome for their training, moral training, and the values training, and the physical training, and the mental training.
Yes, of course. Okay, since uh, in Japan, Olympics in Japan, karate is included, but next coming two Olympics, karate is exit. It is very sad news for the newcomers and the young athletes. What are your thoughts on the possibilities of karate entering in the Olympics?
Unfortunately, I'm really depressed for the karate, because there in karate, everybody, sorry, everyone is forming their own body, and everybody is declaring themselves. They proclaim themselves as a chief of that style, and I'm very sorry to say this. In you won't find hanshi in Japan or all over the world, but except in India, you will find in every corner of the lane, you'll find one hanshi. So,
Same in my country. No, no issue. This is the South Asian country's problem.
so I mean, we have.
I'm sorry, Sachi. I am the foreigner in the Shotokan karate, but my
Yeah.
mostly student are 10 done in the karate.
That is the biggest joke what we
Yeah.
our generation has experienced.
Yeah.
Uh, but of course, I don't believe all these things, because the belt, belt. I feel I should say that belt are there to just tie the pant. You
Oh.
know,
No,
tomorrow.
nowadays, if anyone asks me that you give money, we send you the certificate, why? I didn't need any done certificate. I need
Right, right.
actual art. I want to
Actually,
learn art because I am
yes,
lover of the karate. This is the reason I am
that
not
is
in
true.
10 done.
That is true. That is true. I remember one of course, out of this question, I remember one story when I got my brown belt. My sensei used to tell me, Ramesh Parad, our group, that now you have to show me the actual fight. To whom we should fight with? He said, not in dojo. Probably I may stop you in Jugumite. I wanted you should go on the road and you should fight. How can we fight? He said, go and do whatever you want, but I want you to fight on the road. I want that you are fighting not only with one guy. You see the group, go into it and do whatever you want. I mean, let them, in bully group, like not like a simple people.
Uh,
but one who is bullying with the people and all. And there are some points, the good points like chopper.
uh, okay, Sensi. Hello. Again, network problem. Again, yes, Sensi.
Yeah. So my teacher Ramesh Parab, he used to tell our group that I don't want that, I won't give you the belt just like that. After taking the grading, he used to tell that you have to actually show me the fight and where to fight, how to fight. So he said, in dojo, I will make you stop if you're killing each other. You go out and fight. So, there are some bullying, always in any country, you will find some nonsense people
Yes.
are moving around, group of people are moving around. And there was no scarcity of such people in my area, of course. So the chopper, that is seashores, couple and the small kids, and they come and the people try to bully them and all. So we had taken so many opportunities to fight with, and he warned us that you're not going to fight with the good people, such people, and with when there are more than 4 or 5 people, with the group you're going to fight, and only one guy,
Mm.
and you experience what is a road fight, what is a street fight, and then I will, even if you have one nice blow on your jaw, that is okay for me, no problem. But I want that you should be able to sustain, on the road. And you won't believe that we had so much. We had so much. So that
Okay,
was a
Sensi, we
training.
are
That was
talking
a,
about the Olympics.
yeah. So in Olympics, there are so many rules and regulations, and those rules and regulations. First of all, we are not coming together. In India, there are 4 federations. They are fighting in the code of law. And because of that, I'm talking just about India. I don't know I know, but I don't want to utter anything about other countries. But my experience is this, that everybody has turned their faces opposite to each other. So unless there is an association together, unless there is an acceptance that we all karateka should be together, we should be associated together, we should support each other, as because the common thing is what we are in karate sports. See the other sports, they are very much associated with each other, they are supporting each other, and they have unanimously elected somebody who is conducting the federation, and that all federations are connected with the South Asian or that continent, and the continent is representing there. So we have to show our strength over there.
Tell us your philosophy about the karate, your personal philosophy about the karate.
Yeah. When I joined, there was no philosophy as such, because I was so young when I joined. But slowly, when I grew up, when I went to the actual life of the world, I saw it with my own experience. What I feel is karate has been meant for development of a character, as I told you earlier, and the moral values, of course, uh, which are lacking in nowadays. We in India, of course, South India, I mean, in your country also, we respect our teachers, we respect our parents. The basic starts from there. We still feel that karate is not a source of earning. It is a source of energy, what we can gain from that art. It is a source of character, what we gain from that art. This is my philosophy for so long. When I saw the real world is going towards the sports.
At the last, I would like to ask, what is your message for the newcomers and for my channel, Ijaz Sports Club?
Thank you, Sinsai. A very good question, because that should be always asked, because we have created our wisdom for so long in this particular field. So, Sinsai, my message for all viewers is karate demands something different than other sports. You have to practice for long time. They must be knowing that maximum calorie burning is in karate, that is in martial art. First thing. Second thing is that karate is more disciplined game. It is, see, when we go into the karate dojo, we go without our shoes. We keep our shoes out and we bow and then we go. I don't think that in any other game this is the tradition. So art is a traditional game. It has got a culture. That is one thing. And so we treat our dojo as our game. We can say the prayer room. So, and irrespective of it, so there is no caste, and there is no creed, and there is no religion, and that makes us together. We all are the followers of the tradition. So what I feel is, my message is, the wrong time doesn't knock the door. You may come across anytime. The world what we are seeing now, and the situation outside is very I mean, unfortunately, it is not that good. At given point of time, you may be very alone, and you only what remains with you is your art, anytime, any moment, and that will probably defend you, and that will save you, and you may be out of danger. So it can save your life. So I feel that one everybody should learn at least the martial art. That was the reason I taught and I insisted my kids, my own two sons, my wife. She learned karate after when she realized that it is required every time my husband won't be there with me. She's a black belt, my sister is black belt, my elder brother is black belt, and we have taken it only because of this principle that wrong time may knock your door at any time. So this is one, and I'm really happy that my all relatives, mostly close relatives, they listen to me and they are into karate. So please embrace the art, karate, martial art, that is especially karate, and you will be experiencing the different world for your fitness, as well as the mental and physical fitness, of course, and your character.
Thank you, Sensi. And what about my channel, Ijaz Sports Club? You tell
Yeah.
the international viewer, please subscribe this channel
Yes,
and share
yes,
this
yes, of
link to the
course.
others. Please,
No,
please.
especially, I'm going to quote, say something about your channel. Since I have seen that the channel, most of the TV channel and other, they are insisting on the happening, which will give you very good TRP. Sometimes it is such I mean, there is no quality at all in the news, that some heroine or some hero, what is wearing and what is eating and this and that, they want to exaggerate that and get the TRP. But I really should appreciate your channel, that yours is you're getting into the touch with the sports people, and getting their interview, and you're making the message, spreading the message all over all your country, all over the world. So I must really salute you. I must say that you are doing very noble job in this commercial world. And you are, in fact, you know what you are doing. I mean, probably you may not have realized this. You are making the new generation aware of the sports, and so the locality is going to be fit, so the country is going to be fit, and so the world is going to be the fit. So I
Definitely.
really thank you and very salute you. And I would request everyone to subscribe the channel of the Ijaz Sports Club, and equally like it and press the bell icon, so that you'll get the latest interviews at your mobile in your hand.
Thank you, Sensei. Thank you very much. But at the last, you give the message to the Indian people, to the Pakistani people in Hindi or Urdu. Not in
जी,
English. अभी
yeah, yeah,
आप
yeah.
उर्दू में बोल सकते हैं, हिंदी में बोल सकते हैं. To message for our people, message for your people, about my channel, about karate, as you wish.
यस, मैं आपको जरूर बोलना चाहूंगा, मेरी हिंदी या उर्दू तो मुझे इतनी खास आती नहीं, लेकिन उर्दू मेरी बहुत करीब रही है. मैं चंद उर्दू के जो लफ्ज है कभी कभी इस्तेमाल करने की कोशिश करता हूँ. लेकिन आपको बोलना चाहूंगा कि इजाज सर ने जो एक स्पोर्ट्स क्लब चालू किया है, उन्होंने जो जिस जिस उनका जो थिंकिंग है इसके पीछे, उनकी जो ख्वाहिश है इसके पीछे, तो वो बहुत बड़ी है। और एक बात जान के चलिए, आप आपके दिल में बसा लीजिए इसको कि ये जो पर्टिकुलर चैनल है वो स्पोर्ट्स को ज्यादा अहमियत देता है। और आपको हमें आपको एक साथ जोड़ देता है। आज देखिए हम आपके कितने फासले पे बैठे हुए हैं, लेकिन दिल का दिल से फासला बहुत ज्यादा नहीं है, बिल्कुल नहीं है, ऐसा समझ लीजिएगा। तो इजाज सर, आपको बहुत बहुत सलाम, आपको सराहना करता हूं मैं ये सब चीज के लिए। और हमारी दोस्ती जो है, हम कहाँ रहते हो पता नहीं, हमको एक ही मालूम है। देखिए सर, मैं आपको ये
यहाँ
बताना चाहूंगा
रहते
सबको।
हैं, यहाँ
सर
यू लिव
हाँ, बिल्कुल
हियर।
बिल्कुल। ये सब कॉस्मोस में बड़ी जो अंतरिक्ष है, अंतरिक्ष के अंदर एक छोटा सा ग्रह है पृथ्वी, और उसके अंदर एक छोटा सा एक कॉन्टिनेंट है, जिसको हम लोग एशिया बोलते हैं। और उसमें एक छोटा सा हमारे हमारे जो देश है, कोई भी किसका भी देश हो, वो बहुत छोटा देश है। उसके अंदर एक छोटा सिटी है, उसके अंदर एक छोटा घर है, और उसके अंदर छोटे लोग हैं। तो ये बहुत, हम लोग बहुत, ये इसके अंतरिक्ष से बहुत बहुत छोटे हैं। और ये छोटे होने के बावजूद भी हमारे सर जो है वो इतने बड़ा काम कर रहे हैं कि हम हमको एक साथ जोड़ रहे हैं। और देखिए, एक क्षण में हमने एक दूसरे को जान लिया, एक दूसरे को पहचान लिया। हम लोग को कोई हमारे मायने नहीं रखता कि हम कौन से कंट्री से हैं, कौन से देश से हैं। हमको यही सिर्फ पता है कि हम एक दूसरे के हैं, हम इंसान हैं। और हम हमारे साथ, आपके साथ हमेशा जुड़े रहेंगे सर। आपकी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ आपको मैं, कि हमने हमको यहाँ ये चैनल पे बुलाया और हमारा इंटरव्यू लेके सबको हमारा संदेश जो है वो दे दिया है।
बहुत शुक्रिया सेंसी, एंड आई एम वेरी ग्रेटफुल दैट यू गिव द टाइम टू माय चैनल एंड फॉर आवर व्यूअर। तो लीजिए नाजरीन, आज हमारे साथ बहुत ही प्यारे हमारे दोस्त, हमारे नेबर कंट्री से, इंडिया से थे, सेंसी गणेश दहलवी। बहुत अच्छा बोलते हैं, बड़े अच्छा तरीका है इनका सिखाने का। ऑफ कोर्स इज वेरी एक्सपीरियंस पर्सन, और मुझे पूरी उम्मीद है कि आपने इनकी जो लाइफ, जो इन्होंने शुरू में अपनी लाइफ स्टोरी सुनाई थी, उससे काफी मैं खुद बड़ा इंस्पायर हुआ हूँ। और मैं हमेशा सीखता हूँ अपने सीनियर से, और इनसे भी सीखा कि इन्होंने कैसे अपनी लाइफ को बढ़ावा दिया, आगे से आगे गए, और बहुत हाई लेवल पे भी इन्होंने काम किया। तो इस काम के लिए उन्होंने कुछ फार्मूला बताया, कुछ सैंपल, कुछ प्रिंसिपल भी बताए। उसमें कहीं मनी, कोई इतना लग्जरी किस्म के लिविंग स्टैंडर्ड उसका नहीं था, इन्होंने बताया। और कि ऐसे इलाके में रहते जहाँ लोग बताते हुए शेम फूल करते, बट ही फील प्राउड बिकॉज ही लिव देयर, इज अ गुड ह्यूमन। और इनकी फिलॉसफी भी आपने सुन ली, नॉट ओनली इन द कराटे, इज फिलॉसफी ऑफ लाइफ। और थैंक यू सेंसी, thank you once again, and thank you, India, and for my international viewers. Please subscribe my channel and share its link to the others, because whenever I uploaded the video, you get it very easily. And I hope you enjoy and you must learn something from this experienced person. What a great person he has, Mr. Ganesh Dhelvi. Sir, once again, I am very thankful. Bye bye. Take care
तहे दिल
yourself.
से शुक्रिया और खुदाफिज।
Allah Hafiz. I say.